Worcester, make some noise for your own Joyner Lucas. I know y'all can get louder than that. I said, Worcester, make some noise for your own Joyner Lucas. I like it. I gotta take 5 ways showing love like this.
Good? Ready? 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 Okay. All right, all right. Good afternoon, Worcester. What's up, y'all? Hey, go ahead. Hey. Yeah. Yeah, all right, y'all. We want to welcome you today to a very important unveiling and celebration. My name is Christian King. I'm the Vice Mayor and the Vice Chair of the Worcester City Council. It was an honor to bring this item forward with the suggestion of Damar Langford, also here of Worcester, as we honor our native-born son, Joyner Lucas. I want to thank some of the folks that made this possible. Here with me today, I have Mayor Joseph Petty. I have with us District 4 Councilor Louis Ojeda. And of course, Aiden, who's right here in the middle, who helped put this together. So give it up for Aiden. Our city manager's not here today, and he's particularly disappointed. You know, this unveiling sends highest praise for your accomplishments. Highest praise for your accomplishments and your contributions and representation of your hometown city. It's great excitement that we're doing this. On September 17, 2024, I went before the Worcester City Council and I asked to express that this moment is not just meaningful, it's necessary. Necessary for the city of Worcester. I want to give a shout out to all the old hip hop heads I've seen in the crowd today. If you're old hip hop head here in Worcester, can you throw your fists up? Well, yeah, I know y'all in the back. Know y'all in the back. Y'all are part of this too. This is a we and us moment on your day. At first, when we brought this forward, we wanted to make sure that our entire city council had the opportunity to recognize it, and they unanimously supported this. As your first black city councilor ever elected citywide in Worcester, and I as your first black city councilor elected since 1936, I know how important it is to recognize our young black men here in Worcester. Recognize that folks and young men who've been told they wouldn't and they couldn't, those who were labeled, those who presented with life challenges, can lift themselves up, and that's why this is so important. Joyner Lucas has been open about the struggles he faced in high school, stigma around ADHD diagnoses, and he changed those challenges into art with record releases. He speaks candidly about those experiences and his own journey through mental health. You have no idea how many lives you've saved. No idea. Despite being judged and labeled during those formal years, Joyner rose above. His music carries powerful social commentary. Like his viral video, I'm Not Racist, over 150 million views. That video sparked national conversations on racial stereotypes after the loss of George Floyd. Black culture, the Black Lives Matter movement, showing us that even when perspectives differ, dialogue is what brings us closer. Thank you. Joyner's music continues to shine light on issues like texting and driving, substance abuse and grief, and he speaks about them from every angle. That makes your work deeply relatable and gives voice often to those who feel unseen. It has moved the social conscience in these needed times. I'm a hip hop kid. And social conscious rap is something that has always resonated for me. What particularly stands out for Joyner is that you don't shy away from vulnerability. whether it's questioning faith in the face of loss, confronting family trauma, your honesty and his honesty tells people that they are not alone and there's always a path forward, no matter the circumstances. So that makes you more than an artist. It makes you someone who has an impact on the culture. You have put Worcester on the map, not nationally, but internationally. And more important, you continue to give back, quietly stepping up time and time again to support local families who have experienced their own trauma, often without being asked. That speaks volumes about his character. Volumes about his character and his love for the city of Worcester. This particular location is deeply symbolic. It's the street where Joyner grew up as a kid, attending South High Community School, and shaped by the neighborhood and the folks in the neighborhood that raised him. This sign represents more than a recognition of professional achievements. That sign will stand as a symbol of resilience, of overcoming adversity, of the power of believing in oneself. And like I tell many of the young folks I work with, never allowing anybody to define who you are. Define yourself. To the young folks also, this sign tells you that dreams are possible, that you too can rise above whatever challenges stand in your way. Let this sign be a beacon, not just for you, Joyner, not just for you, not just for your accomplishments, but for the strength and potential within this neighborhood, within this city, and beyond. Thank you. I'm gonna bring up Damar Langford. Damar Langford brought this to me for filing with the city council for a few words, and it'll be followed by Mayor Petty, Councilor Ojeda, and of course, then Joyner. Damar.
Peace. Come here, bro. This is my brother right here. So I just want to say this. We have a friendship that is undeniable, right? And this all started from a conversation. I'll take this one.
Yeah, take it.
I just want to say this. Me and this brother was having a conversation one day after the Joyner Fest. And I talked to him, I was like, you got your own day.
Yeah!
Congratulations, you got your own day. So I took that and I said, all right, so what's next? And what can Worcester do for you? Because this is your home, bro. And he told me, he said, only thing that they could do is give my street, give my own street. Little did he know he was speaking through the vessel that God put in front of him that could make a few calls and talk to a few people and make it happen for him. So immediately after we was out to lunch and we broke out, immediately after that I just got on the phone, called my mother, made a couple calls, Chris King, a couple calls to a couple people I know, and they made it happen for him. So for me, as a brother, this is super special for me because you from where I'm from, we share similar dreams, aspirations, and to see this happen for you, bro, is unbelievable to me, and I'm sure it is for y'all too. And especially for him, because this is the street he grew up on, this is where he wanted to make it all happen, and he gets to see it come to fruition while he's alive, and gets his flowers with his family, and his children, and his mom, and everybody here to witness it with him, and on his birthday. Congratulations, my brother.
Thank you. And we're going to bring up Mayor Joseph Petty, who's been working with the Joyner Lucas team for quite some time. Mayor Petty.
Thank you, Christian. Thank you for putting this together, Christian, Aiden, everyone, Louis, and Damar for putting this forward. Happy birthday, Joyner Lucas. Born and raised right here in the city of Worcester, has never forgotten his roots. We can talk about the Grammy nominations. We can talk about your record label, but you're a strong family man. I get to know your mother pretty well and your family. You're very strong. You're an advocate for ADHD and depression. and also advocate against drug abuse and alcohol abuse. So I want to thank you. I want to thank you for everything you do for the city of Worcester. And Joyner came up to me probably, maybe it was a year ago, and said, "What can I do for the city of Worcester?" He invited me out, we met, and we have a project with the Worcester Public Schools that he's involved with. I want to thank him for that, because he's never forgotten his roots here in the city of Worcester. He's always come back here to the city of Worcester, and I was proud to be there when he debuted. Check, we're gonna do a mic check right here. Hang on. I think we're good to go. But he's never forgotten his roots here in the city of Worcester. He's always come back here and his family, taking care of people, which means a lot to me, Joyner. And looking forward to the future projects. I was proud to be on your debut of your album in front of City Hall. I think you had 400 or 500 people there. It was a great crowd. Congratulations on that. And wish you well in the future. Again, happy birthday, Joyner Lucas. Thank you.
We're going to bring up District 4 City Councilor Louis Ojeda. Louis is in his first term. He's always out there working in the community.
Thank you. And yeah, let's say happy birthday again. Happy birthday, man. It's we Leos got to celebrate our birthday, so I got one in 2 days coming as well. So congratulations. But you know, when I heard about this, first and foremost, we said, yeah, definitely got to have it. He doesn't remember me much, but he used to go to the Buzzigas once in a while. And he used to be a little hooper. He used to hoop my on the Gab. He used to come through there. I had long hair then. But one thing we knew, his passion was music, right? And he stuck with it. So, you know, I really wanted to be here to just, for everyone to understand that, right? There's so many different avenues in our city we can go, and he stuck to his passion. And I want to say thank you. I appreciate it. You know, we have, as an assistant principal, I had thousands of kids throughout my career, and some of them are confused and they don't know where they want to go. And you, like Councilor King said, you become that beacon for them, and that matters. And for me as a counselor, that's someone, and you're someone I can point to and say, look, he's doing it, he can do it. And the great thing is that we all been all over the world, and every time someone asks us where you're from, if you say Worcester, they say, oh, Boston. Nah, Worcester. And that's what he does, right? Everywhere he goes, it's Worcester. We don't say Boston, and I'm not knocking that, but it's where you're at. It's where you're from, and it's Worcester. And you represent it to the fullest. So as a counselor, as an assistant principal, and as someone that grew up on these streets as well, thank you so much. Keep going, keep thriving, continue being great.
All right. We right on time, folks. We right on time. You know, I've been a social worker in this city for almost 30 years. And as I mentioned, stigmatizing of mental health treatment, particularly for black men, and the impact it has on folks' life trajectory is huge. So before we do the unveil, I want to say this, Joyner. This does come with expectations. And this is from the heart. I'm serious. And these are those expectations. When you fall down, you got to get up. When you make mistakes, you got to make sure you keep fighting through it. We don't expect perfection here in Worcester. That's not what we're about. We're not to revel when someone makes an error in life or in business. But we're going to stick with you, and we just want you to keep going. Thank you for putting on for the city. Thank you for putting on the culture. Happy birthday. We want to bring the family over here. Folks can clear out. We want to bring the family over here so we can get to the unveiling. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday!
First of all, this is So, I've lived through many parts of Worcester my whole life. Main Street, Main Street, Pleasant Street, Jakes Ave, Bowie Street, Pemberton Street,
Russell Terrace.
Russell Terrace, Castle Street, Oriole Place. Well, look, I know I got 10, 15 more addresses out here. I said Pemberton. Granted, what's the joint name? Compton Park. Perry Ave.
Waverly Street.
Mason Street.
Main Street.
Main Street, I say that. But I used to walk everywhere and anywhere. That's why I was so skinny. I used to walk. And as long as there was some girls there, I was gonna walk. I was walking 5, 10 miles. I was walking everywhere. I worked every random job you can think of. I worked at Crown Fried Chicken. No bullshit, I did. I was making chicken at Crown Fried Chicken at one point. No bullshit. I worked at CBS on Campbell. I did pharmacy tech over there for like 6 months and then I got fired. I worked at Burger King on Grafton Street. I worked as a dietary in a nursing home on Hammond Street on my mother worked there. Remember that? That was my first job. And then I tried to be a barber at Rob Roy.
That didn't work.
I'm trying to learn from my stephouse and shit. I'm like, maybe I'm supposed to be a barber. I don't know. But before all that, I attended South High where I graduated. I also went to Sullivan Middle. Before that, I went to the old school, right over there on
Woodland.
Woodland Street. I went to the old school for like 2 years. And I also went to Champ Elementary right there. I wasn't always the best kid in school. I was crazy. ADHD. Bouncing up and down the walls, acting crazy, doing what I wanted, just being crazy, right? Just being young and crazy and ADHD, didn't want to listen to nobody. I wasn't the best kid. I wasn't. But I was always writing raps in class and playing beats in my head. I used to daydream of being on stages and being famous my whole life. And I think that a lot of my obsession with that is because I knew that fame came with money, and I knew that my moms and pops were struggling, even though they made it didn't look like we were struggling, but I knew they were struggling. So you equate fame to money, success, money. You know, when you think of making it, you think of making it because you now have the funds to not struggle anymore. So my obsession with wanting to make it was for that, right? It's to make it so we didn't have to live the way we were living anymore. So on top of that, I watched a lot of the Fresh Prince, right? So when you're watching that show, you see the major lifestyle differences between Will Smith and me, right? You see that his lifestyle was different than my lifestyle. And then when MTV Cribs came out, I really knew something was wrong, right? I'm like, hold up. You watch MTV Cribs, you're like, damn, like this shit crazy. Like they really living. Like I want to live like that. I want my family to live like that. I want, you know. So it really fueled my obsession with wanting to be famous and successful. I didn't have a studio, so I used to walk to the Worcester Youth Center right up there, right up the street, and I used to use the music studio for free. And I appreciate the Worcester Youth Center for allowing me to record and practice on my craft there free of charge, because that really kind of helped me stay out the street. As the years went by, I started to get older, my responsibility started kicking in. And then my back was against the wall. I had a hard time finding a job. So I did what anybody else would do in my position. And I started selling drugs and running the streets, trying to fund the equipment I needed to record. But then my dumb ass got caught and went to jail. This happened twice. And then I figured out that I was a horrible drug dealer. And that was never gonna work. So then I had to figure out to try to do something else to get to where I needed to go. So I knew all the odds were stacked against me because no rapper has ever successfully made it out of Massachusetts on the mainstream level. We don't live in New York, we don't live in Atlanta, we don't live in, so out here, there's nobody that ever popped off like on the mainstream level. So I knew that it was gonna be even way more difficult for me. So I used to sit in my room, I used to draw plans on how I would do it. I knew I had to create groundbreaking visuals to match the music. I knew I had to find a team that believed in me as much as I did. I knew I needed money because studio time, videos, marketing, it wasn't gonna pay for itself. These plans was all done on 132 Dewey Street on the first floor of Diamond Street. That's where I started to put my plan into motion. It was August 17th, coincidentally, 2014, on my birthday, when I had a premonition where everyone was calling my phone and they wanted me to go out, and they wanted me to turn up, and do all the birthday shit. But I didn't want to do that because I didn't feel like I deserved it. I didn't feel like I deserved to celebrate. I used to always tell myself, what am I celebrating? It's my birthday, but what am I celebrating? What did I accomplish? I didn't accomplish shit, so what am I celebrating for? So it was there I had a revelation where I said, I'm no longer gonna celebrate if I don't deserve it. And that's where my mindset has been at this whole time. I don't just celebrate for nothing. There gotta be a reason why I'm celebrating. And it can't just be somebody's birthday where we just want to celebrate and pop a bottle just because it's this day or that day. What did we accomplish for me to earn that? I need to earn the right to celebrate. You understand what I'm saying? So, with that being said, fast forward, August 17th, 2025. You now have a reason to celebrate. I appreciate you guys so much, the support, the love, and I always try to come back and show love out here because this is the roots. Got a little cake, right? Can we light the candle? You got a lighter?
Let's get the lighter. I can't light it.
Wow.
Fellas, stay right there, okay?
I got it.
Okay.
Right. My son's gonna blow the drum.
Love you,
What do you think?
Joyner!
What do you think?
Say happy birthday, Daddy.
Good shot.
That was his family that
Happy birthday, Joyner! You can't back up, you stay right there, I got your hand. Stay right here.
So, folks, y'all can just back up a little bit. We got one more presentation we'd like to bring the family out here. We bring the family out. Another family coming out here. Joyner Lucas is Worcester's champ. And with this presentation, I just saw your name.
Did you get a picture?
Joyner Lucas Ave, y'all. Hold that up. Really proud.
Oh, those are his kids.